We got a bunch of things to open up. Let's get to it. First, I was at the dollar store and I saw this part storage drawer thing and I hadn't seen this yet, so I thought I would get that, see if it suits any of my needs, and it looks like it can interlock and you can stack them, so I'm gonna try that out. And I also got these again. I had them already and I like using these, so it's a secure locking tray. Let's get this one open and check it out. Oh, that's not what I had in mind. Well, I didn't expect this. These are individual little bins that can go on that shelf, and the lid locks by pushing these handles up. So if I want, I can have a stack of little parts sitting around, or individual projects. I can kit out the parts, keep them from going missing, and then use them when I'm ready. I haven't had something arrive in a box lately. It's actually been a while since I've received anything. Okay, so we have some packing foam and potentiometers. Those didn't need to be in a box, but they are these nice green ones that I've been using that are breadboard friendly and compact. So what do we have here? 100K. I'm trying to migrate my collection over to these from these bigger style. And I also need to increase my collection of trimmer type pots, because those are useful in some cases as well, especially when you need to save space. When I bought these, I got 10 for $3.21, no shipping. This part number is what brings up these green pots, and I've been very happy with these. I've purchased several different values. I've had single and dual pots. I like the size, the robustness. I'm going to keep collecting different values, but for now, these are 100K. And up next, display module. It's kind of a big envelope. I think these are replacements for OLED 128 by 32 because I have a module that I dropped and I broke it, and I saw that I could get just the replacement screen. The only problem is at this moment I don't know where that display is, but when I find it, here's the replacement and a spare. So hopefully I don't drop it again. It seems to be a recurring theme. I also dropped this touchscreen a while ago, but it still works. My listing is long gone. I paid $1.07 for both, and it's a replacement screen for the 128 by 32 OLED module. I could have just bought a whole new module, I guess. Here's one for just $1.07 with free shipping. But if I can save about half that cost, if I already have the actual board, why not? Comes with some pinout info, not that I really would need this. So now I just have to find the module and do the repair. Module times 1 looks like buck boost converters with a 6009 or maybe even 6019 switcher. I had a couple of these already and they do pretty well, but I had to take some parts off for a personal project, and since then I've ordered and received more of these regulators. This one's got the 6019 instead of the 6009, so I believe it does more current. 2 inductors for the buck boost operation and the adjustable pot right there. And this one's branded 10-star robot. These XL6019 or 6009 modules come in all sorts of configurations. Let's look at this one, which has the buck boost, not just one or the other. So you put in 5 to 32, you get out 1.25 to 35, depending how you set the pot, automatically buck or boost. And I've used this configuration a lot, so I wanted a couple more modules. I also have 10 of these chips I ordered. I think I already opened those in a mailbag, so I can work them into PCB designs as well. As usual, always look around for the best price. It may change, they may change the shipping on you, but you can usually find it for an okay price. This one's described as IC. And I think that's a 5-volt isolated DC to DC converter. I recognize this because I've had it before. And I want more of these. Yes, 0505, 1 watt. So you put 5 volts in. It has an internal switcher and it gives you 5 volts out, but it's isolated so you don't have a common ground or anything. The Morn Sun 0505 1 watt isolated DC to DC converter. You can get these in other voltage conversion ratios like 3.3 in and 3.3 or 5 out. All of these different combinations, even up to 24 volts. So whether it's for safety reasons or even just trying to minimize ground loops, if you just want a power source that is not at all electrically connected to another part of the system, separate grounds, everything, you just use one of these or something similar, and you can keep circuit blocks in their own universes. For example, for safety reasons, medical devices may require isolation because you don't want people put at risk. This is 1x modules, and it does look like a little module, so let's see what it is. I don't recognize it offhand. And that was an interesting tearaway tab. It did not go inside where it's sealed. It just pulled it off outside that area. So for real this time, what do we have? 10-bit digital to analog converter module, DAC 5615. Looks like SPI. We have a clock, chip select, data in, data out, and power ground, analog out, and reference voltage, I suppose. I don't remember if I had a specific project in mind, but I'm sure this will come in very handy just playing around if nothing serious. For example, given that I can digitally set an analog output voltage, even if I just use that on the control voltage input of a 555, I can impact the 555 oscillator and create interesting audio effects if I'm using it as a sound effect generator. But this is kind of overkill for that. It's just a random thought. I got this module at auction for $2.25. Let's just pick a listing. TLC 5615 10-bit serial interface DAC module. Onboard TL431 voltage reference, and you can also use an external reference. TL431 programmable precision reference. Maybe it would be fun to try some other circuits with a shunt regulator. Constant current source, or sync, can be used as a comparator. Phono amplifier, and it looks like the module is configured to run at 5 volts. Indeed, it is a 5-volt chip. We can use SPI to talk to it, and I'll have to dig more into it when I'm ready to put it to use. And there's today's items. Lots more storage capacity for the lab, always running out. Some more modules, always good to have power supplies, including isolated power. So, thanks for stopping in, checking out what we're doing lately. Thanks Patreon supporters for helping fund all of this because it does help. Come back, see what we're going to build in the future. I'll see you on the next video.